Hey guys, what's up? So finally, got to shoot my 270 Short Mag. So just so you're aware, bought it probably about a year ago. Got tally rings, got a Meopta Meopro scope, got it all set up with a torque wrench, got perfectly ready to go. Got Hornady 145 grain ELDX bullets, IMR 4350 powder, some large rifle Magnum primers, ready to go, except I couldn't find that. Couldn't find brass anywhere. Couldn't find it anywhere online. Really having a rough time finding it. So, and unless I wanted to pay like 80 bucks for a box of 25 Nosslers, which obviously I'm not going to do that. So just kind of got put on hold until I could find some brass. A friend of our family's was hunting in Texas and just happened to be in a blind, and he looked down and he saw some of this brass, and he asked the guy what it was. The guy's like, I don't know. And he's like, what are you going to do with it? He's like, I don't know. Said, can I have it? He said, sure. So he got 10 270 Short Mag cases for me. And he gave them to me, so I got some brass to shoot. And then a series of unfortunate events, I just haven't had the time to make it happen. Anyway, today was that day. But then I got up this morning, Missouri weather, 85 degrees today. I don't usually shoot in the hot summer because it doesn't match, the climate as I would be shooting deer, say in the fall, winter. But I thought, you know what, I don't care. And then I looked, and the wind was a 20-mile-an-hour wind at the south. Just like not the ideal conditions to be shooting. But I said, you know what, I don't care. I'm not even going to try to develop a load today. I'm not going to shoot through the chronograph. I literally just want to sight the gun in and say I've shot it. So that's what I did. Got up this morning, cleaned the gun for the first time. I always try to clean a gun before I go and shoot it for the first time. My uncle helped me. We got some stuff set up on his Dillon press. I was over there for holiday today, and we got it going. And I loaded 9 of these guys right here. And I say 9 because I had 10, but once I deprimed and resized those 10, one just split right on the neck, just cracked, and it was done for. Once again, I don't know how long these cases had set on that blind floor, how many times they'd been shot. So anyway, but we had 9 now, so I was still good to go. Here's a little footage from that. Went through the process and got these 9 ready to go. Went outside. Once again, I just wanted to shoot the gun. I used a real kind of a mild, just a starting round of powder, like 56.2 grains of IMR 4350, just to get it started. I wasn't sure with the hot weather if that could spike pressure. Wasn't sure, but anyway, just loaded up with a starting load. I did measure my chamber before I ever shot the first round, and I backed it off by about 5 thousandths from the lands. Literally didn't care. I was not concerned on the performance. I just wanted to shoot the gun, sight in the scope. Shot it 3 times after I bore sighted it. Shot it 3 times at 25 yards. Got it close enough where I knew at that point it would hit paper at 100 yards. Fourth round, I actually stopped and went and cleaned it at that point. If you're asking me if I did a break-in, I really didn't. I cleaned it before, after 3 rounds, and then I shot my last 6, and I'm gonna clean it now, but really didn't do much of a break-in. But I cleaned it, and then I shot at 100 yards, and it was off by quite a bit. It was way up high, way off to the right. Adjusted it. My next 2 rounds, I'll show that right now. So those 2 rounds were pretty close together, and I know it's just 2, not 3. I was pretty happy with it. Running out of time, knew I couldn't stay too long. Only had 3 loaded rounds left to go, so I decided to let my uncle shoot it. I was pretty curious to know what he would feel about the gun, feel about the scope. So he shot it 3 times, and here's the target now. And I was pretty impressed. You know, just when I just picked a starting load, and that 5-shot group between 2 people was 1.2 inches at 100 yards with 20-mile-an-hour winds. And that's literally rounds 5 through 9 of the life of this gun. It's just a brand new gun. I was pretty impressed that it was that accurate that easily. So just a couple last things here. The scope was nice and clear. That Meopta Meopro scope, very clear. You know, I grew up shooting $50 to $150 scopes, and sometimes you can't even really see where your bullet hits the target at 100 yards. And for you guys watching this that have nice scopes, I know that seems crazy to you, but very clearly I could see where I was hitting. Pretty impressed with the scope. The gun, the trigger is exactly what it's advertised on that XPR, you know, no over travel or creep. I do want to adjust it down. It felt to me like it was at 4 to 5 pounds. I want to adjust it down closer to 3, but it was very crisp, had a good crisp trigger. And I know I was only shooting 145 grain bullets with a starting load of powder, but it just did not kick much at all. So I'll give a testament to the recoil pad on that gun. It's good. So pretty excited. In the fall, when it cools down a little bit, it gets closer to hunting weather, I'll probably just load up these 9 again unless I can find some more. With the exact same loading, shoot a 5-shot group at 100, definitely chronograph it, and probably shoot a 5-shot group at 300 just to see what it's doing. And at that point I can determine if it's just super accurate. I mean, it's going to be hard to go away from it, but I probably want more velocity. There was 0 signs of pressure on this case, like none. And they've kind of been formed to my gun now. When I cut the length down, there was quite a bit that came off. They had stretched quite a bit in their life, and I don't know what their life has been. But I was impressed. It just seemed like a lot of things just threw together at the last minute. Not ideal conditions. Just got the gun, brass off of a blind in Texas, and I got that kind of a group between 2 people. So pretty happy. So I'll just leave it there, but I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I will give you another update on the 270 Short Mag. But so far, so good. I'm pleased with it. Until next time, take care.